Hello guys, and welcome back to another kind of pre-evolution episode. In this episode we're looking at the pre-evolutions I want Johto Pokemon to get in Generation 6. So I'm going to start off here with Girafarig. Now why do I want Girafarig to get a pre-evolution? Well, think about it, it's kind of, it's on its own at the moment. I think it should get some sort of pre-evolution, whether it's just, a little giraffe or a little, I don't know, a little thing. I don't know what it would be, but I think it should get a pre-evolution somehow or in some way. Because, just might make it a bit more usable as well if, you get a pre-evolution earlier on, because at the moment I don't even use it, I catch it, put it on PC, never use it again. I don't know anyone that's ever used it in their team for a Let's Play or anything, so, it's not very usable, so maybe adding a pre-evolution might just help to kind of, do it, especially if they then boost up the stats of Girafarig and make the pre-evolution, more common or easier to find the Girafarig itself, and only make Girafarig actually catchable after game or something like that. And now we have Delibird. Now I mentioned it in the evolution episode last time. I want to see an evolution for Delibird, and that'd be like, I wanted it for it to be like a Santa Claus pretty much. So a pre-evolution of Delibird might just be a little bird, a little red bird or a little white bird without the sack here, and it'd just be kind of little penguin slash flying bird, and then obviously it would evolve to a Delibird and then into Santa Bird, I'm going to call it. Because I think that would make it a lot more usable, because you could get the pre-evolution earlier on and then work towards getting your ice flying type to use for whatever you want to use it for later on in the game. Next up we have Skarmory here. Now the reason I want Skarmory to get pre-evolution is because it's pretty badass, but it's on its own at the moment. I feel like if you got a pre-evolution for it, it'd be available earlier in the game, so then it might be more usable on your team, especially if they boost the stats slightly for Skarmory. So it'd be Steel, or maybe Steel Fly, Steel Flying, or maybe just Steel, because it might be a grounded Pokemon without, wings or something like that. I don't know what it'd look like really. I'm guessing it's going to have similar design, not as big claws, maybe smaller heads, less sharp teeth, and small tail and such. Maybe the wings aren't as big, so just flappy wings, something like that. Who knows? And here we have Stantler. Now I mentioned the Stantler evolution last time into a kind of a reindeer that was a flying type, so something along those lines. Now I'd also like to see a pre-evolution for Stantler in the form of a little reindeer Pokemon, just a smaller version of Stantler, maybe without the antlers or something like that. Something along those lines would look pretty cool. It would then make Stantler a triple evolution line. And again, sort of like Delibird, would make it usable in, battles and such. So I think that might be fun to see. I'm not exactly sure though. Now we have Smeargle. Now it's a bit of an interesting choice here, since Smeargle can't actually learn it, or can only learn one move, Sketch, and stuff like that. What am I saying? So giving it a pre-evolution, maybe, maybe not as good as I originally thought, but it would look pretty cool, I still think. Obviously it would only have Sketch as the move, but it might be cool still, especially if the tail will obviously be shorter, so it might not have access to the brush sort of, so it might just be a little tail that like drops down the back. It might be on all fours, it hasn't like kind of got enough intelligence to walk on two paws yet, something along those lines. And then finally for this episode we have Miltank, similar to I mentioned Tauros in episode 2, getting a pre-evolution. I'd like to see Tauros and Miltank and possibly Bouffalont related in some way via a pre-evolution. So if it's female evolves to a Miltank, if it's male evolves to a Tauros, or similar with Bouffalont. Something along those lines I would really like to see, because especially in the Horde battle, as I mentioned in the other episode, Horde battle in the X and Y we've been shown, Tauros and Miltank are shown to appear together. And that would assume they're related, so hopefully Game Freak is finally doing a definitive answer to this and saying yes, Miltank and Tauros are related somehow, but we'll have to see. So that's it for this episode, guys. A bit of a shorter one than the other ones, but that's just because there's not a whole lot of Pokemon in Johto that I want to have pre-evolutions, because it's kind of the generation that introduced them. So yeah, I'll see you next time, guys, where we're looking at the evolutions I want Hone Pokemon to get in Generation 6. I shall be seeing you guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Goodbye.